आज पहले टीपोट करेंगे, नहीं पहले डेली क्वेस्ट करेंगे। मुझे पायरोजन चाहिए। यार बहुत बुरा आता है नेट मेरे, बहुत ही बुरा। ठीक हो गया क्या?
Come take a look. There will definitely be something that catches your eye. Everyone can hear your voice. Hurry up, Grassa!
हाँ हाँ, मैं समझ नहीं आ रहा वो भागती है कैसे। अब देखता हूँ। स्टार्ट चैलेंज। अच्छा, और अरे यार दबा के रखूँ क्या?
Let's roll!
बढ़ाना
You wanna stand down! The wings of darkness! Come, sever night from day! Justice will prevail! Eat this!
जा रही है।
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
You asked for it! Stop right there!
Help! Leader's attack! Race you!
Ah, boost! Headbutt! Maximum power!
अरे रिंग वाले बॉक्स में आ लेती।
Justice will prevail! Final warning!
Boba, get them! Wings of darkness! Come! Why me?
Heads up! Dash!
Hero incoming!
Yeah! Da! Huh! Da!
बड़ी क्लमजी है ये तो। लोगों को मास्क कब पहन? अच्छा चार एक्सिट कर दो। और कहाँ गया? ये हो गया।
Ad Astra Abyssal.
Ad Astra Abyssal। हाँ रैंक कब बढ़ी थी? याद नहीं।
Ad Astra.
हाँ एक मिनट।
Ad Astra.
एक आज मुझे नहीं गया। हमेशा तो 5 ही जाते हैं। बेनेट तो यहाँ पे है। एम्बर को भेज दो। फॉलन कैरेक्टर्स का नॉट फॉलन कैरेक्टर। एम्बर मरी कब? पता नहीं। विश। अबे यार इसकी क्यों देते हो? इसकी दे दिया करो। लिमिटेड नो है डिफेंस के लिए ठीक है बट हाँ मुझे एक और चीज देखनी है विशेष में पिटे कितनी चल रही है वैसे मुझे ये जो 4 स्टार कैरेक्टर है ना भागती है मस्त सॉरी इसका नाम नहीं पता मुझे बट ये चाहिए मुझे अच्छा तो अगला कोई 4 स्टार ही होगा 15 की पेटी चल रही है वाओ अच्छा तो क्या किया फिर बहुत सारे वो खुल गए पहले तो वो करूँगा टीपॉट पहले टीपॉट ही करूँगा अब मैं कहाँ है टीपॉट यही है शायद यही लिखा तो यही है टन 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 टन
Why, hello there, honored customers. Welcome to. Oh, it's you, Miss Yenfei. Is something the matter? Surely not more spurious claims that my jade betting is rigged and no one can ever win. Oh, I swear on all that is sacred.
No, nothing of the sort. Has a Snezhnyan merchant named Crossel enlisted your ore processing services recently by any chance?
A Snezhnyan merchant named Krosel, you say? I do remember that. He brought me a piece of ore, claiming that it was Smaragdus jadeite. That was the first time I'd ever encountered it, so I had no way of telling if it was really Smaragdus jadeite or not. But if a customer insists, far be it from me to contradict them. He was quite generous with his money, too, so I didn't give it too much thought. I processed the ore as per his request.
Do you have any leftover debris from your work on it?
Why, yes. It was my first time encountering this ore, after all, so I kept a few.
Thank
हाँ,
you,
ठीक है
sir.
यार।
We'll take a look at them.
बड़ा धीरे बात कर रहे हैं। अच्छा।
If my eyes don't deceive me, the cross sections and patterning suggest that these are Smaragdus nephrite shavings. Yes, it's not particularly rare, nor is it especially valuable. It's used to make jewelry all the time. I've heard it said that Smaragdus nephrite is in fact the outer layer of Smaragdus jadeite, though no one's ever proven it.
पीछे देखो वो बैकग्राउंड
A
चला
thin
रहा
layer of
कस्टमर
separation, huh? If you must see for yourself, try examining these shavings for traces of elemental
फिर से
energy.
नहीं।
Smaragdus
पहले कराया
nephrite
तो
is
पहले
an
ना-
entirely
ये-
ordinary ore, containing
elements
no
है,
elemental
छोटे-छोटे
energy
strips से
whatsoever.
आग लगा के उसको चेक करना
so?
आग क्या उसको
Well, we
पानी में
might as
उबाल
well
के
give elemental side a shot. So,
फिर-
did you find anything?
अच्छा चलो ये-
So they really
पानी में
are
डाल के उबालना था
different.
तो उसके कलर
But
तो
wait,
फिर पता
how
करना
come
था
Jichao was able to tell what it was just by looking at the shards?
आधे
That's
घंटा आग
pretty
ही लगा रहा था
awesome.
मैं आग बार-बार बुझ जाती
There's
थी
nothing
उसमें।
special to it. It just so happens that I've come across a great many of these in my time. These two stones actually look very similar. Someone without a deep understanding of them would find it very difficult to tell them apart. There may be only a subtle difference for the casual viewer, but that
अरे
and
ठीक है
I'm
यार
sure a significant difference in the cost of having them carved into shape.
All right, let's focus up. We're going off on a tangent.
But
हाँ,
never mind, Shirto. Why would Mr. Crossel...
Unusual actions have unusual reasons behind them. Let's take some of these shavings back to Chateau.
उसकी सेविंग्स उसी को पकड़ा रहे हैं हम
Miss Yenfei? Might I be so bold as to inquire,
If you could just confirm for me once more, sir, Mr. Crossel did indeed claim that the ore he brought to your store was in fact Smaragdus jadeite, did he not?
yes, that's right. I still have a record of the job with me, in fact. Here. It says quite clearly, one chunk Smaragdus jadeite, uncut.
Then I have no further questions. But could I borrow the processing record and these stone shavings?
Of course. But might I ask why
Rather-
you need them?
गुड टर्म्स पे
Oh,
नहीं
I
दोनों
have my reasons. Ah, yes. Please sign here on this affidavit. This document shall serve as signed proof that these stone shavings originated from the, ore that Mr. Crossel brought to your store. Please read it carefully.
Yes, I see. Forgive me for asking again, Miss Yenfei. But might I know the nature of the incident on this occasion?
I wouldn't say there's been an incident, just a minor issue. Thank you, sir. I'll take these with me. With this hard evidence to back us up, Crossel won't dare try to deny what he did. On the contrary, this is far from sufficient to build a case. We need to find something a little. If you want to make jewelry, you need a
Yeah.
professional jewelsmith. Let me think. Jewelry.
ये क्या हुआ?
Jewelry. Nope. Aha!
ये
Got
book
it.
कहाँ से निकाली?
Singsi. She often helps
गायब
people to
कर दी?
find a jewelsmith. Let's go pay her a visit. Well, that was quick. How come you know so many people? Because lots of people come to me for legal advice every day. As you know, Liyue Harbor is the city of contracts. And contracts, well, I should say laws, are very important to us. But the amendments made by the Tianquan to our laws are unnecessarily complicated. As such, legal advisors like myself provide quite the popular service indeed.
So you help them make sense of the law. But didn't you say that it's hard to understand and impossible to finish?
Yes, well,
कितनी बकवास
that's no
करते हैं यार
obstacle
ये
because
लोग।
I've memorized all the legal codices.
You memorized them?
You sound surprised. Knowing the law inside out is a legal advisor's bread and butter, you know?
It's just how adapter becomes and so adept at everything.
Oh, this has nothing to do with being an adeptus. I just like reading things.
Again with that casual
तो मतलब जॉब से
tone.
भी रिलेटेड नहीं बस
Well, that's
मजा
that
आता है
then.
पढ़ने में।
Let's go look for Singsi.
बोल तो ऐसे देती है सबको पता है ये हमारे अलावा। हाँ अच्छा अच्छा ये तो बात हाँ।
Oh, Miss Yenfei, it's you. Has something happened? Did the client from last time...
Have no further trouble from then on? Yes, of course. I'm just here to ask you a few questions. Has a merchant by the name of Crossel asked you to put him in contact with a jewelsmith recently?
Krosel? Yes, I remember him. He's a merchant from Snezhnaya, no?
यार गलती
Yes,
से
he
ना
came to me with a chunk of something he called Smaragdus jadeite.
टैप टैप
The
करके
design
हटा
of the
दिया था
hairpins that he gave me
पिछली
was
बार में।
quite intricate, so it took me some
तो
work
फिर
to
मुझे
find someone who
पता
was
ही
up
नहीं
to
है
the
वो क्या
job.
रहा है।
Eventually, I found an older jewelsmith who made them
But फिर मुझे
exactly
बज रहा है
according to his
important है, सुन
specifications.
लो, अच्छा भी
This
है।
order was on hold for a very
skip
long
निकल रहा है।
time, and only completed quite recently, which is why I remember it so well.
Doesn't seem like there's any evidence to be found here.
Miss Singsi, I'd like for you to confirm for me once more. When Mr. Crossel commissioned you to find him a jewelsmith, did he or did he not assert that the material he presented to you that day was called Smaragdus jade?
Yes, I'm sure of it. The hairpins were
बना
made
दिया।
using many. Mr. Crossel wasn't very familiar with the necessary procedures, so I filed it on his behalf. I also kept a copy for my own records. See for yourself. The item is called Smaragdus jadeite twin phoenix pins. The inlaid gemstone is recorded as Smaragdus jadeite. The document even has the official seal of the ministry on it.
Thank you, Singsi. Now, could you let me borrow this document?
Sure, it isn't serving much purpose here anyway. I take it then that there's...
Nothing you need to worry about. Just a minor issue.
अच्छा इसका
I'll
हॉर्न
return your document as
असली
soon
है।
as...
Everyone's first
मैं सुना था
reaction always to
Genshin में
assume
कुछ characters
someone
के
or
हॉर्न
something is
हैं।
in trouble.
I believe
But
we have
कुछ
almost all the
एक-
evidence we
एक
need.
लड़की सिर्फ
We
टोपी
just need to
पहनती
make
है, वो
one last
कौन
trip.
सी है वो नहीं
Let's go
पता
to
मुझे।
Bubu Pharmacy to speak with Dr. Baiju.
इसमें बाइजू है डॉक्टर बाइजू है इसमें भी
The
वो में
weirdo
भी
with
डॉक्टर
the
बाइजू
snake
है
around his neck? What do you want to
Scientist
speak to
है वो
him
भी।
for?
Because only he can provide an authoritative statement confirming
But
that
उसमें वो
Smaragdus
she है,
jadeite is
इसमें
harmful
भी
to
है।
the human body. Once we have this final piece of evidence in our hands, we can wrap this case up.
कहाँ वो क्या नाम है उस ज़ॉम्बी का चीची नाम है ना उसके बाद जा रहे हैं शायद हाँ वो ज़ॉम्बी ही है एक टाइप की वो मर चुकी है बच्ची थी अब पता नहीं यार स्टैमिना यार इसमें स्टैमिना की बहुत दिक्कत है अच्छा ये तो वो है सपेरा
Show
वाला
me your prescription.
चीची का चीची नहीं है और चीची नहीं है यार कुछ चीची देखते हैं नहीं है कहीं भी नहीं है चीची चीची छुट्टी पे बाइजू से बात
My, to what do I owe the pleasure?
My.
Though I'm afraid that if you're looking for our little Chi-Chi, she's out gathering herbs. And if it isn't Miss Yenfei as well? Now that's an even rarer honor. What business brings you here, might I inquire? Some charlatans peddling ineffectual medicines again, no doubt?
No. I'm here this time to ask if you're familiar with Smaragdus jadeite.
Smaragdus jadeite? Why, yes, there is some information about it included in the 6th commentary on the 7 Mountain Treatises. The 7 Mountain Treatises states that this substance springs forth from stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. It is abundant in elemental energy, so if someone without a vision is in contact with it for a prolonged period, best case scenario, they fall ill. Worst case scenario, they'll suffer great changes in personality and their illness will only ever get worse. Anyway, I'm sure you didn't come all this way just to chit-chat. Knowing you, Yenfei, and given the specific nature of your question, I suppose that you're about to ask me to write an official affidavit attesting to the pharmaceutical peculiarities of Smaragdus jadeite?
That is indeed the case. If you would be so kind, Dr. Baiju.
No trouble at all. It's just a single document. Won't take me a moment. I would mention, though, that you are not the only one who's developed a curiosity for Smaragdus jadeite recently. A Snezhnayan merchant came to ask me about it not long ago. But after I gave him my reply, his expression shifted to one of remarkable disappointment. I wonder, Miss Yenfei, if your pressing business might be related to this Snezhnayan merchant?
You needn't concern yourself about that, Dr. Baiju. Thank you for...
You're too kind.
That Baiju guy is as weird as ever. Is it just
so
Paimon, or does it feel like he was fishing for something back there?
Dr. Baiju's always been like that. Well, we have the evidence we need. Let's go find Mr. Crossell.
डेली रिवॉर्ड को छोड़ेगा क्या? देखता हूँ अगर ये टीपॉट में डेली कमीशन कंप्लीट हो गया तो ठीक है, नहीं तो मैं बाद में अलग से ही कर लूँगा.
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your investigation? I trust you will now be in a position to assess the compensation due.
Yes, my investigation is indeed concluded. I can now provide a final figure for the amount payable.
Wonderful. Well then, please, could you do the honors, Miss Yanfei?
Of course. According to the stipulations of the contract, Mr. Crossell, you must pay Mr. Chow 10 times the original transaction price in Mora.
Sure. Wait, what? Me pay her? Surely there's been some kind of mistake, Miss Yanfei.
Sure.
Not at all. According to my investigations and the material evidence that we've gathered, the substance claimed to be Smaragdus jadeite that was inlaid within the Smaragdus jadeite twin phoenix pins that you rented out to Mr. Chow was, in fact, Smaragdus nephrite. Now, the contract states very clearly that 10 times the price shall be paid should the article not be genuine. Accordingly, you are liable for this sum, which is payable to Mr. Chow in Mora.
Material evidence? What material evidence? Why, Miss Yanfei, you cannot frame me like this. I spent a huge sum to obtain that Smaragdus jadeite, and yet you claim that the ore inlaid on the hairpins is somehow fake? I demand to see your evidence.
Indeed. Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. Traveler, please produce the evidence in question. If we want to determine whether the ore is genuine, we need to start with evidence from the Jade Mystery. Clearly, you still have a few things to learn about this aspect of legal proceedings. This is a processing record from the Jade Mystery, along with stone samples and an affidavit signed by the business owner, Chateau.
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between Smaragdus jadeite and Smaragdus nephrite. How does this prove anything? In any case, Smaragdus nephrite is the outer layer of Smaragdus jadeite. So I had him cut away the nephrite, he returned the valuable jadeite core to me, and some nephrite samples remain in the store. What am I missing exactly?
That's an unsubstantiated belief.
Well, your claim that my ore is fake is just as unsubstantiated. And we are here to talk about evidence, aren't we?
Ugh. Looks like our first piece of evidence didn't convince him at all.
Hard
तो दूसरा दिखाओ ना.
evidence, something legally binding. We have just the thing. Show.
This document
Yeah,
proves
that's
that my
what-
hairpins are the real deal, doesn't it? This is the
What the
ministry's
hell?
seal,
What the
after
hell?
all.
What the
It
hell?
shows that the
Pharmacy
ore
wala.
inlaid on the pins is
By
indeed
the way.
Smaragdus jadeite.
Our second piece of evidence didn't work either. And this guy's getting more belligerent by the second.
You know, you could be right. Perhaps the hairpins are the real deal after all.
Of course I'm right. All the evidence shown supports my story.
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do recall one final piece of evidence that we haven't revealed yet. Traveler, would you do the honors? This shall serve as
हाँ, ठीक है.
What's this?
यही दिखा. मैंने
Smaragdus
तो यही
jadeite
choose किया
springs
था,
forth from
बदतमीज.
stone marrow within the mountains and will bring disaster to any mere mortals who touch it. Sustained contact with Smaragdus jadeite over a prolonged period will, in less serious cases, cause a mild malady, while in serious cases, the patient may suffer a dramatic change of personality and fall seriously ill. Mr. Crossell, were you aware of these peculiar properties of Smaragdus jadeite?
I had no idea.
No idea, you say? I'd guessed as much. But for you to have rented out such a dangerous item, I'm afraid that this falls outside the scope of my work, but within that of the Ministry of Civil Affairs. However, I'm sure that the Ministry will be relatively lenient considering that, as you say, you were ignorant of the danger you posed. Don't worry, Mr. Crossell. I will make sure that all the evidence presented here will be I trust that you'll give them your full cooperation.
What? Wait!
Oh, so you knew? Oh, dear Mr. Crossell. But if you knew of Smaragdus jadeite's dangerous properties beforehand, why would you...
Huh? No, The hairpins aren't actually
inlaid with genuine Smaragdus jadeite? Is that what you were about to say? You do understand, Mr. Crossell, that this means that you will have to pay Ms. Zerchow 10 times the original price in Mora? Mr. Crossell,
पता नहीं
your
लोगों को
answer,
smart
please.
समझ
My
नहीं
client
पा
and I
रहा.
are waiting.
Yampy's seriously intimidating right now. It's like she's a different person.
Again, that's legal consistency for you.
I admit it. I confess. The ore I had inlaid on...
ठीक है,
But
ठीक है,
I'm a...
ठीक है.
But
बस.
after receiving it,
बस,
I
बस,
went to
अब
boot.
नहीं
That's
सुन
why I
सकता.
had another
अब नहीं
pair.
सुन
I
सकता.
kept the real
अब नहीं
Smaragd. I
सुन
was
सकता.
worried that someone would see...
Exactly. If they weren't the real deal, why'd you make
पायमन
her
सुन
pay
सकते
so
पायमन.
much?
पायमन मसा दुनिया.
I didn't want to either. If word got out...
All right, let's cut the appeals phase right there. I failed to see what bearing any of this has on your transaction with my client. According to the contract, you must pay Ms. Zerchow 10 times the original price in Mora, and that is final.
10 times?
Crossell looks like he could faint any second.
As for me, according to my contract with Ms. Zerchow, 20% of that sum will go to me.
20%? That's as much as I spent on that Smaragdus jadeite.
There's no need. It's fine. You don't have to pay me that much, Mora.
अरे
Even if the Smaragdus
मुझे
jadeite on
लगा-
those hairpins was fake,
मुझे बहुत
I still
ज़रूरत
bear responsibility
क्या
for
बड़ा
losing
होता
them. Legally or not, I think I owe some compensation for that.
Ms. Zerchow.
However, Mr. Crossell, since you have no use for that chunk of Smaragdus jadeite, why don't you give it to me instead? I'll consider us even.
What? But all right then. This cursed rock's brought me enough grief as it is.
Miss Yunfei, I'll turn this Smaragdus jadeite over to you. I trust that it will suffice as remuneration?
Well, that's not quite how the rules say that.
Thanks so
ये
much
कैसा
for your help
Teapot
this
वाला
time,
mission
Miss
है?
Yunfei. When you have the time,
इसमें
I'll
Teapot
be
को
sure to
छोड़ के
visit
सब
and
हो रहा है.
express my...
Oh, come on. No need to stand on ceremony. Now, if I may confirm this again, Mr. Chow, have you and Mr. Crossell come to an understanding?
Well, yes, I believe we have.
Well then, that's good. Mr. Crossell, it seems that my client has no further claims against you.
Is that so? That's good. That's good.
Actually, Mr. Crossell, I'd like to talk business for a second if I could see from the hair if we could join.
मौत आ रही है.
Well, that's that. And we've got the Smaragdus Jadeite that Granny wants too. All's well that ends well, eh?
अच्छा ठीक है, अब समझ आया. ग्रैनी टीपॉट बनाती है ना, तो उसको चाहिए. Yeah, though there are some twists and turns along the way.
Exactly. Usually when someone tells us they've lost something, we end up searching all over the place for it. But this time, you managed to solve the problem with just a big stack of documents. Even though the solution didn't involve actually finding the hairpins.
The right solution to the objective of my client, Mr. Inadeptus. Leoi Harbor is now a city ruled by humans. The title of Adeptus means precious little to me compared to my job as a legal advisor. In any case, don't you think that the Leoi Harbor of today needs legal consultancy far more than it needs adeptal powers?
Paimon can think of someone who would definitely disagree with your reasoning.
I think there's more than just reason involved here. क्या था? वो पढ़ ही लेता हूँ.
In any case, don't you think that the Leoi Harbor of today needs legal consultancy far more than it needs adeptal powers?
अच्छा.
Well, since we got what we came for, it's time to pay Granny a visit. I bet she's been on tenterhooks for a while.
हाँ हाँ ठीक है चलो. ट्रैवल ही कर लो इससे बढ़िया तो. चलो भाई चल. चलो दादी जी के पास आ.
Ah, you've returned. How did it go? Were you able to find the Smaragdus Jadeite? Good, good. Then we have all the materials we need.
Well, if we're all set, Granny, I'll get going now. Got a ton of clients waiting for me back.
Oh, you. All right, then. Go see to your business. Granny should be able to...
I'm off then. Bye! Oh, yes, Traveler. Make sure you don't lose the business card I gave you. I've been looking into the laws of other nations as well. If you should ever bump into any trouble with the law, come find me directly. Regulars get discounts, too.
Come now, child. Are you leaving or are you not? If you have no wish to leave, perhaps you'd like to help me clean my teapot, hmm?
I'm leaving! I'm leaving!
That child. Goodness knows where she learned to be so rambunctious. Her father was hardly so riotous or fond of talking nonsense back in the day when he stood beside Rex Lapis.
अबे तो कितने पुराने हैं ये?
Indeed she is.
तो शायद
Leoi
जब
has
रख
changed,
आया
and
होगा.
the Adepti must also
हर 10-15
learn
साल
to
में
change.
कुछ है टाइम पीरियड के लिए आता
Yanfei
है.
might
उस
be
सब
overly
की बात
garrulous,
होगी.
but she is also the most intimately acquainted with the city among us all. Leoi is not the same place I once knew. All right, then. Let us speak of this no more. Back on topic. I believe...
Ooh, Paimon's so excited! How is it made?
क्या गिफ्ट होगा? टी40 बना के देगी क्या? पायरोजेम दे दे. टेडी चोकर निकाल देगा.
It is but a single teapot. It shan't take long at all. Just wait here for a moment. There we go. This Serenity pot is all yours now. Hold it firmly. If you were to drop it, oh goodness, who knows what might happen. Take these blueprints with you as well. You'll need them if you wish to make your teapot a little more lively inside.
Wait a minute, Granny! How exactly are we supposed to use teapot.
Oh,
चाय
you
बनाओ
needn't
और
worry about
पीते
that.
जाओ.
I've already arranged for a certain little helper to await you within this teapot. She will explain everything you
चीची
need to
होगी
know
क्या?
about it.
लिटिल हेल्पर बोला चीची है. लीवे में चीची ही तो है. क्या है? बैग में जाओ. ये मैंने क्या बकवास की? प्लेस. अच्छा. कोई बाहर वाला आदमी नहीं तोड़ सकता इसको. अच्छा. ये अच्छा लगा. यहाँ रहेंगे इसमें. अरे 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 अरे.
Wow! This teapot seems even bigger inside than Madame Ping's. There's even a great big house in the middle, too. Huh. But there's just a whole load of nothing around it.
ये घर हमारा है. वो कौन है? अच्छा वो टीपॉट वो ईगल कोई बर्ड है वो टीपॉट में बैठी रहती है. याद आ गया. Go take a where to live in for now, I guess. Get just by months. You could give us a whole house out of this rock. क्या funny सा.
Hey! There's a perfectly good house right over there! Why should Paimon have to live in a hole in the ground? Still, why is it so...
ये तो अच्छा था. बहुत अच्छा था. फिर से सुनूंगा. But there's just a whole
But
load
there's
of
just a whole load of nothing around it. Hey! There's a perfectly good house right over there! Why should Paimon have to live in a hole in the ground?
पाइमन की वॉइस एक्टर कौन है यार? मैं देखूंगा.
Oh, wait a second. What is that?
अच्छा ये है. Return to a co-op. Single mode during a special event. Unable to return a single while sad. रुको समझा नहीं. Join after approval कर देते हैं. ये क्या है? Clean. ये भी कर. ये भी कर. बैग में क्या है? हाँ ये सब मैं लगा सकता हूँ. Learn how to create ये भी. ये ऊपर देखो एक. अच्छा ये है. Complete to unlock. Explore the area. ओहो भाई ये तो मैं रखूँगा गेमिंग रूम. अच्छा लग रहा है. अटैच वॉशरूम नहीं मिलेगा क्या? कोई नहीं हम सीट ही वैसे बनवा लेते हैं. ये गेस्ट रूम. ये अरे चल अंदर. ये क्या रखे हैं? ये ऑफिस रूम कर लेता है. काम भी करना पड़ता है. ये एक रूम कर लेंगे. आप कुछ यहाँ पे हो रहे हैं. ये अपना कमरा कर लो. Enter the match. Play check the placement screen and save टेबल रख के देखें। अच्छा आई प्लेस नहीं कर सकता, ऑप्शन नहीं आ रहा।
Well, it seems that we have a visitor. Oh. Ah,
Okay.
it's Tubby.
Wow.
From a distance, Paimon thought it was just a huge finch. So you're the little helper Madam Ping mentioned? Madam Ping? Oh, you must mean Ping.
वही तो
Yes,
बोला।
she did summon me here. She told me much about you. You know, back when we met
ऐसा
in the
रिएक्शन आता है इस गेम
Mondstadt
में 5
Tavern,
सेकंड बाद।
I had a
पुराना
feeling that
गेम
we would
2000
meet
अभी
again.
तो
It
2021
seems I
तक
was
का ही चल रहा होगा,
right,
2021
but
का।
it's still a nice
तो अभी
surprise to
रिएक्शन
meet you
पुराने
here.
आते हैं इसमें।
You may leave
Reaction
all
time है।
matters regarding the upkeep of
5
this realm
6
to
सेकंड का
me.
वो रहता है।
Your journey may be far from over, but at least this way you will not want for a comfortable place to sleep each night. Though it is the Adepti who create realms such as this, they generally do not have the time of day to attend to the banal matter of their maintenance. Thus, we Teapot spirits were created to help guard their realms and manage their affairs. You may consider me a butler, if you will. Now, allow me to explain this realm to you. Have you any blueprints on you? Specifically, blueprints with beautiful rooms, chairs, and the like. As long as you have a
वो सब तो
blueprint,
पेड़
you can refashion this realm however
टेबल
you
को बेड भी
please.
बना सकते हैं।
Blueprint?
हम तो बना सकते हैं, बाकी का पता
Oh,
नहीं।
that's right! Granny handed us some when she gave us the teapot, didn't she? Let's take them out and have a look. Yes, these are the blueprints I'm talking about. Go on, open them up. Just commit the image of the objects to memory and prepare the necessary materials. Then simply release the thought from your mind and the object in the blueprint shall appear within this teapot.
ओहो, Moras. पैसा,
Wow, is that
पैसा
all
ही
it
पैसा।
takes? Then we could build a whole city inside, couldn't we? I doubt it. A golden-eyed adeptus explained this to me at some point in the past. He said that even though subspace creation is a product of adeptal power, even that has its limits. This world is not a true one, after all. It provides merely a moment of brief respite from the mortal realm, not a means of escaping it entirely. A golden-eyed adeptus? Paimon wonders who could that be?
Zhongli?
I hardly remember myself. What's more,
Golden-eyed?
I have never seen that adeptus again since.
Zhongli की आंखें ब्राउन है क्या?
Well, let's not dwell on that. Have a look around. Best you get accustomed to this realm. If there's anything you would like to ask, just look for me.
बट उसकी ग्लो तो करते हैं जब वो फायर उसमें जाती है स्टेट में। Talk to inside the Serenity Pot to learn about and manage all. You can get all kinds of items. The creation screen. Whatever you should get items can be get a happy है। एक है place furnishings to increase the raptal energy rank of your Serenity Pot. As your raptal energy rank increases, realm currency will accumulate. Spend realm currency in realm Teapot to purchase various items. ठीक है, देखें। Excellent. ओम फो, ये सब क्या हो रहा है? ये है क्या? अच्छा वो है ब्लैक स्मिथ वाला लग रहा है। यहाँ यहाँ धूप आएगी यार, तो बादल ऐसे छाया है। इसको थोड़ा अलग रखते हैं बाकी सबसे। अच्छा पेड़, अबे ये क्या कप है? तो यार रखे पानी में रुक जाओ। आए वाटर तो बाद में रखूंगा। होल टू लीव, इस पेड़ के पास कर देता है मैं, और पाइमॉन पेड़ के पास रहेंगे। इसको धूप में रखता हूँ, नहीं छोड़ो। प्लेस हो गया। लीड some of your changes have yet to be saved. Would you like to save them first? हाँ सेव करें। ठीक है, नहीं नहीं कोई जरूरत नहीं है। हाँ अभी भी प्लेसिंग फर्नीचर आ रहा है। अरे अरे ये अच्छा ये हाथ होगा। यो पाइमॉन क्या हाल? अरे भाई शैडो वेडो काफी बनाई है।
Traveler, you're here! Anything interesting you want to talk about today?
सिंडर लेक इसमें भी है, ज़ेनला ज़ोन 0 में भी तो है। एक ही कंपनी है तो नाम भी सेम कर देंगे क्या?
How does a person become as rich, no, as super rich as Lady Ningguang?
Is that the only impression she gives you? Riches?
Well, there's the huge jade chamber too.
Was.
Isn't that also made of Mora?
Was. था है नहीं था, खत्म हो गया। Well, you need an excellent mind.
Well, Paimon's really good at giving people nicknames.
Aye. You need to be very familiar with the workings of the market.
A serving of fisherman's toast goes for 1,025 Mora, and no discounts, even on rainy days. Okay then. So, how do you make friends with a really rich person?
Why goat? Why goated by one? एक second. अच्छा है, अभी लीव कैसे किया जाए? इसका मुँह इधर है ना? Asked to come here so I could give you a little. दे दे। अरे नहीं पढ़ रहा मैं ये सब। अच्छा एग्जिट कहाँ से करें? एग्जिट कहाँ से करते हैं? ओके उससे आएगा बैक से होगा शायद। अच्छा और इसने ये सब भी दे दिया, बाद में करूँगा। प्लेस वहीं ग्रैनी के सामने खुलेगा क्या? अरे लोड हो जा। अरे नेट अच्छा चलो बुक बुक हुई complete। यही तो चाहिए था। डेली को विश एक विश करनी है, एक विश। हाँ ठीक है, एक विश करने जा रहा हूँ। मुझे चाहिए वैसे सा तो घंटा मिल रही है। मुझे चाहिए ये जो भागती है ना लड़की जो सबसे आगे खड़ी है, सावली सी, काली सी, सावली तो बोलूंगा ही नहीं, ये चाहिए। ठीक है ए रैंक, ए रैंक। अरे गेमिंग आ गया बदतमीज। नहीं नहीं अरे यार गुड बाय करना था, भूल गया। चलो वही गुड बाय। चलो रिवॉर्ड कलेक्ट करते हैं।
Ad Astra Abyssa. Thank you for completing today's commission.
बड़े बुरे हैं ये गेंशिन वाले उससे। और क्या मुझे इस पे भी देखनी है पिटी हिस्ट्री। 4 स्टार तो मिला हुआ है, स्वॉर्ड मिली। अच्छा अच्छा मुझे इस पे भी गेमिंग मिल चुका है क्या? 5 स्टार कब मिला था? मोना मिली थी 40। हाँ 40 और ये हाँ 40 ही बोल रहे। चलो कर ले जा तो ले रहा है। आता भी कुछ है नहीं। हाँ ठीक है ये सब नहीं चाहिए मुझे। ठीक है बस आपको मेरे पास ये शॉप पे आ गया। अरे 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 क्या क्या हो गया? इनके लिए कौन सा चाहिए? इंटरवाइंड वाले ना, ठीक है। एक ही यहाँ पर गई। चलो अर्ली कुछ नहीं आया। Once more कुछ भी नहीं आया। Once अरे रुको मैं तो वही नहीं देखा बैनर कौन सा है अभी। ठीक है और ठीक है 4 स्टार ही अच्छा दे दो। कुछ भी नहीं देते बदतमीज लोग हैं ये। अरे 4 स्टार भी नहीं दे रहे। चलो तुम ही दे दो कोई विश। कुछ नहीं मिलेगा। और देखें शॉप पे क्या क्या नहीं डिलीट। चलो ठीक है अब ये एंड करते हैं आज के लिए। फिर रात में सफीरों करेंगे। ठीक है चलो।